All right, let's talk about one of the most useful tools on your computer, Microsoft Excel. I know, it can seem complicated, but our whole goal today is to show you that getting started is way easier than you think. We're going to go from a totally blank grid to a perfectly organized spreadsheet. So let's just dive right in. You've been there, right? You open up Excel and you're just staring at this endless sea of little boxes. It can feel pretty overwhelming. But trust me, you're not alone in feeling that way. And by the time we're done here, you're going to know exactly how to handle it with total confidence. Okay, first things first. We're going to start with the absolute basics, like how to open a file and how to save it. So, the very first thing you see when you launch Excel is this, the Start screen. You can think of it as your mission control. Over on the left, you've got all your recent files, nice and handy. And right in the middle, you can either jump into a brand new blank workbook or even use a template if you want to get a head start on something like a budget. And here's a great little tip right off the bat, you're in control. If you're the kind of person who just wants to get straight to work on a blank sheet every single time, you can do that. Just follow these quick steps and you can turn this Start screen off completely. It's a small thing, but it's one of those tweaks that makes the program feel like it's really yours. Now, once you've actually started working on something, you need to save it, right? This Save As window is basically your digital filing cabinet. You can save it on this PC, which is just your computer, or you can save it to a cloud spot like OneDrive. Honestly, it doesn't matter which one you choose. The only thing that matters is that you pick a place where you'll know where to find it later.
So, you've created a file, you've saved it, but what are you even looking at? Let's take a quick tour of your new workspace so you feel right at home.
Okay, this is where the magic happens. Let's hit the main highlights. Up at the top, you've got the Home ribbon. That's where all your formatting stuff lives, like bold, fonts, colors, all that. Right below it is the Formula bar. This is super important because it shows you what's really inside a cell, whether it's just text or an actual formula. And then way down at the bottom, you've got your Worksheet tabs, which we're going to talk about right now. Okay, this is a really key idea to get your head around. The entire Excel file, the whole thing, is called a workbook. Just think of it like a 3-ring binder. And then inside that binder, you have all the individual pages. Those are your worksheets. Getting that difference down is, well, fundamental to staying organized. All right, we know our way around the space. Now it's time to start arranging the furniture. In this section, we're going to see how to add new sheets, rows, and columns, and then how to move your data around inside them. So what if you need to add another page to your binder? It's incredibly simple. Yeah, there are a few ways to do it, but honestly, the fastest and easiest way by far is to just click that little plus button down at the bottom, right next to your other sheets. One click and boom, you've got a fresh new worksheet. And what if you need more room for your data? We've all been there. You're typing along and realize, you forgot an entry between row 4 and row 5. No big deal. Just right-click on the number for row 5, choose Insert, and poof! A brand new blank row appears exactly where you wanted it, and it works the exact same way for columns too. Now listen up, because this is a small detail that's actually a really big deal. When you copy something, you're making a duplicate, a clone. The original stays right where it was. But when you move or cut something, you're literally picking it up from one spot and putting it in a new one. The original spot is now empty. Knowing the difference is going to save you so many headaches down the road. Want to know a super fast way to move stuff? Check this out. First, select the cells you want to move. Then, move your mouse so it's hovering right over the border of that selection. See how your cursor changes into that 4-arrowed cross? That's your signal. That means you can just click and drag that whole block of data to its new home. It's so easy. Okay, we're in the home stretch. For this last section, let's go over a few really simple tricks that have a huge impact on keeping your whole workbook neat, tidy, and easy to understand. I mean, let's be real. Sheet 1, Sheet 2, what does that even tell you? Nothing. So you should always give your worksheets useful names. All you have to do is right-click the tab down at the bottom, hit Rename, and type something that actually makes sense, like January Budget or Client List. This is probably the single biggest and easiest win for organization. And just like that, you've got a whole new toolkit for Excel. I mean, think about it. In just a few minutes, you've learned how to create and save a file, find your way around, add new structural pieces like rows and sheets, move your data, and keep it all organized. These are the absolute core skills that everything else in Excel is built on. So, that blank canvas, it's not so scary anymore, is it? It's a place where you can get things done. You've got the tools and you have the knowledge. So the only real question left is, what are you going to organize first? What part of your work or your life could use a little spreadsheet magic? Go on, give it a shot.